Hey my friends, I am your friend Kevin and this is your Divine Daily Blast. Let's go. Here we are. We are in an angel numerology number 8 day today. Number 8 signifies the abundance, success, material wealth. It represents the infinite flow of giving and receiving, which is why this card is very important today. You see, everything comes together. It's all in the divine plan. So, the key meanings of the name angel number 8 is abundance and wealth, strongly linked to financial success and the manifestation of material desires. It represents the infinite loop of giving and receiving, achievement, success, balance, and karma. The cycles of cause and effect, if you will. It serves as a reminder to use all of our power and resources responsibly and with integrity. It's all about contribution, manifestation, focusing on goals, embracing balance, using your powers wisely, and also to use the 8 energy to look for all opportunities to grow and expand and do what we're doing. The moon today is in the sign of Scorpio. So it's a powerful time energetically speaking because it's an amazing opportunity to supercharge our manifesting and attraction, particularly when it comes to love and abundance. Remember that we create our world by the words, thoughts, actions, reactions that we take. And I use Yasmin Boland's daily diary for those references. Interesting that the moon in Scorpio and all the message that comes with it should line up with angel numerology number 8, like a confirmation. So my isms today is I am patient and forgiveness. We have to forgive. Smile at the past. Don't cry because it's ended. Smile because it actually happened. Abundance is linked to the frequency of your heart. Where is your heart space? Are you grateful? Are you fulfilled? Are you just feeling blessed beyond the pale? Or is there still some cleaning up to do when the ego tries to creep in and keep us stuck? And then good things are all constantly flowing to me. Focus, if you will, on all the unexpected good tidings, good things, creativity, abundance, friendships, love, anything that flows to you. Even if you see something on a billboard, even if you hear some incredible music, just be grateful that you heard it, that you saw it, you caught it, that it was something that was presented to you. That is where good things flow. It's not all about, okay, well, I've got to have this, I've got to have that, and being upset because you don't have it. That's when things get slowed up and stuck. Message from Archangel Jophiel today. As the beauty of God, I can help you see the positive in any situation. Put on your uplifting rose-colored glasses and your affirmation. I am beautiful. The world is beautiful. My future is beautiful. Right now. Here we go. I explained a little bit about our friend Melchizedek. Divine knowledge, seeking divine knowledge in your spiritual growth, higher learning, commit to your wisdom and your vision through study. I spoke up yesterday a little bit about he is going to be our divine master this week. He was one of the first priests, if you will, that ever existed, mentioned in several Abrahamic texts, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Kabbalah text, the Zohar. So basically the message is when you study, you demonstrate how committed you are to spiritual pathways. The universe will present you with opportunities that will take you further along your pathway. We're all aiming towards the feeling of fulfillment, a purpose-filled life. So if you're intending to work in a particular field, doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but could have a spiritual base. Ask yourself, is there anything you need to read up on, study, understand, learn about? And if so, what springs to your mind? what comes up. Like I asked yesterday when I did the whole week ahead, the tarot, the question to ponder for this whole week: what might become possible if you stopped protecting yourself from the very change your intuition has already told you is coming? Is this creating a story for you to fulfill something within your life? It's quite interesting. I love how the divine is a little bit like trickle effect, osmosis. We get connected more and more and more to the non-physical energies, to the passions that we want to balance, harmony, truth, logic, understanding, growth, expansion, all of these things. And things change constantly, they have been. We get to a point, we reach our own human evolution where let's go with the flow, let's see what happens. Rather than pondering what went wrong or what didn't happen or what should have happened or who should have said what, where and how, that keeps us stuck in the mud of madness. Doesn't keep us moving forward. Doesn't keep us exploring and expanding our consciousness into different realms of understanding. Which leads me to our second angelic activation card. Both these decks come from Kyle Gray. This one, the Divine Masters. This one, the Angelic Activations. Both wonderful oracle decks. Kyle Gray, incidentally, has quite a number of quite lovely oracle cards if you're looking to study and expand. This star being basically says it's written in the stars. Quite a lovely card to study. Your activation message: thank you, star beings, for guiding me, for guiding my vision into reality. This is all about manifestation, all about put it out there, get it going. It starts with a concept and idea, like I've shared with you just the 4th of July. A crazy fun idea, let me try to develop a tarot deck, then turned into, I didn't want a little guidebook, not that there's anything wrong with them. Now I'm learning, wow, now I get to discern who's going to manufacture this. And I'm loving the exploration of the different forms of printing, manufacturing, because it says it's opportunity, it's possibility, and anything is possible. These are things we explore, we examine, we ponder. Louise Hay's Daily Diary. I rejoice in my body. I am glowing health personified. A beach, ocean, sand, a gorgeous shell. I'm really not sure what kind of shell this is, but it's quite lovely. Quite lovely. And you think, what was originally inside that shell? This is where my mind goes. I ask these questions rather than get bogged down with problems. We have our 4 of coins as our tarot card today. And I said it kind of goes into this abundance. Our squirrel is pondering how many coins and nuts he can put in his net. And there are 2 ways of looking at this. Save up for a rainy day. Be wise with your money. You could also look at it like, are you being too wise with your money where you're just closing off the opportunity of doing something positive with it? Notice what you are gripping hold of, holding on to. There's a way of protecting what's valuable, but question whether the security has quietly become part of your own resistance. You don't have to clutch hold of every single penny to feel safe, to feel secure. And at some point, we have learned that if we spend too much, there won't be any more coming. Somebody else taught you that. However, if you adopt that mental thought process, I had to learn that the hard way, telling a story about there's never going to be enough, it's going to run out. My expenses are far greater than my income. That's a story, but it could also be a lie, particularly if you don't want it to be. Abundance is linked to the frequency of your heart. Grateful that you have whatever it takes. Grateful that you're able to negotiate whatever you need to negotiate to keep you going further. Okay, fairies, I'm shuffling. I feel you. I need to get a card from you. Feels like I'm shuffling in a weird way today. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 times, and then we pull the top card. All right, third time, here we go. Well, that one. Motivation. Oh, yeah, the fairies of motivation. What can they teach us? I actually like this card. Like, oh, I'd like to have this in a poster. And I don't believe I've ever pulled the fairy of motivation before. I don't think I've ever had the joy of seeing it. I want to see if there's anything I can learn from this card. Basically, it says, when spring approaches, the fairies come out. So, is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Is there something you know you shouldn't be doing? No, this says motivation. I think I'm sort of thinking about moderation. I don't know what motivation would be. What would motivation be? The card basically says that when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they're telling you to get busy and do it. Oh, okay. I think do it now. Be in the now. Get it now. You know, these flower fairies are also called pillywinkles or pillywiggins. And their energy is like super excited. They fly into your cards. They fly into your life. Sometimes they can call them brownies if you want your house cleaned. They know you've got special tasks to do, and they're here to encourage you to get on with it. Working with the flower fairies, like aromatherapy, all the things in your garden, scented candles, oils, all that kind of thing, helps to tune into their energies. They have a healing effect on our body, our mind, and our spirit. Perhaps you could bring some fresh flowers into your home today. Or maybe you go out in the garden and you give thanks for all the flowers that are popping up that you got planted, including the wildflowers. I also think that when we look at our gardens and the flowers that we bring into our home and the oils and the essence, there is a flourish of good feeling energy, of good vibrational energy that comes. I think that's why people like to wear certain perfumes. They like to have their home smelling kind of botanically, or going into a garden center, or going out in nature, that abundant fragrance of flowers. All right, my friends, that's it from me for today. Thanks so much for watching, subscribing, liking, doing all you do, and I love reading your comments. Until tomorrow, much love, many blessings. Bye for now.